What's good with it? Will into existence. This video is speaking on a planting ritual. So if you don't believe in magic, keep it moving and shit. This is about a planting ritual and shit. So it's just like when you get that seed or that idea in your head, it's just playing it out in real life and shit. And you want to do this around the new moon or on a new moon cycle and shit. But if not, it ain't gotta be a new moon, cause you're gonna start your own cycle after you plant this seed. So you want to write down your goals or what you want to accomplish on a piece of paper, and have a lot of intention and shit. Be specific. You know what I mean? I've said that shit wrong, but be real motherfucking detailed. Be real detailed with that shit. Be real detailed and shit, and have intention when you writing it. Intention and writing it as if it's already there. I have this, I have that, and be in that vibration while you writing it and shit. So you write it down on a piece of paper. I had mine under a candle, and I had dripped some wax on it, and I had it I had it under the candle for like a week and shit after the new moon, after that new moon and shit. So write down your goals and shit. Fold up the paper. Find the plant. My plant had died. I had what was it, basil? Wasn't it basil? I had some type of plant and shit, and that shit had died. So I just had the pot still. So all you need is an empty pot and some soil. Then you you know what I mean? Plant it like a seed. Plant your paper like a seed, but have that intention. That's the ritual is the intention. No, the spell is the intention when you're doing it. And the spell is obviously the spellings and what you wrote down and shit. So this is a good ritual and spell and shit. So when you got your motherfucking paper, you got your intention, plant it like a real seed, and then plant a real plant on top of it and shit. But my daughter, I planted mine like a couple weeks ago. I let my daughter plant it. I told her to have all that on her mind, and she dug it back up, and it was already part of the dirt and shit. I was like, is it there? She's like, nah, it's gone. So that already evaporated. But now I just got planting something on top of that. So this is like going on. This is just making your intentions and everything that you doing in real life that much stronger. Now you gotta start your own cycle though, if you planted it in the plant and shit. So start your own cycle and shit. And just like the moon and shit, you gotta give it a 30-day cycle. And just keep, you know what I mean? You gotta do that for 3 months. 30, 60, 90. See what's up. I should have probably waited till I finished it, but I'm in the process. So we see how this work out. First 30-day cycle, then another 60-day cycle, 90-day cycle of what's the cycle? The cycle is putting your intention and shit just on that whatever you planted that seed on and taking action. So you don't wanna, you already wrote it down and shit, you wanna be taking action on it. And if it's something that you can't just, of course it's something you can't just snap your fingers and get, then you just gotta be living in that vibration. So these days gonna be each one of these days is gonna be hard and shit, cause you gotta be fighting to stay in that vibration of what you wrote down and shit, and that intention. So each one of these days is pretty much like intention days, which is hard as fuck with all the distractions out here. So it's just gonna just be having intention every day. Like I gotta stay in this vibration of what I wrote down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have passive income. I'm gonna have $1 million. I'm gonna have this car. You gotta just stay in that stay in the vibrations and shit for that cycle. But that's it. You know what I mean? A little bit of seeding ritual, a little bit of magic. You know what I mean? A little bit of magic in this bitch, man. All right, I'm at the park, big chilling. You know what I mean? Do some magic, do something, invent something on your own. We ain't gotta follow these rules. Everybody can invent their own shit. Cause that's what life is. That ain't what life is about. But everybody acting like they know what's going on and shit. All these scientists with quantum fields and all this shit. Like, man, if that shit was true, everything wouldn't be changed. Science would never change and shit. Religion, things would never change if people said, if everything was true that people had already said. But I'm ranting. You know what I mean? Will into existence. Easy.